Hey guys, welcome to today's video. Today I just want to talk about the Mamiya RZ67 Pro 2. The reason why I picked up the RZ is so that I could slow down my process when capturing images. I wanted to focus more on composition, lighting, and direction. And I think the RZ is absolutely perfect for that. So in today's video, I'm going to talk about a few features that I love about the camera and also a few of the drawbacks that I think will come along with this camera as well. So some of the features that I love about this camera include the fact that you can rotate the back of the camera. By switching over to R on this dial here, it will allow you to switch between portrait and landscape orientation, which is friggin' awesome. So you don't have to actually view the camera like a weirdo like this. You can actually just rotate it, saving you heaps of time and allowing you to compose in portrait orientation. And yeah, it's just a great feature to have. Another feature that I really love about the RZ67 Pro 2 is the waist level viewfinder. So what this allows you to do is shoot from your waist, giving you kind of like a lower looking up perspective when you're shooting portraits. Also, the experience itself, shooting and looking down, is a really unique and quite satisfying experience. There's also a magnifying piece here, which allows you to get critical focus. When you're using the bellow system to pull focus, sometimes it's just a lot easier to use the magnifying glass to make sure that you actually have focus. If you're considering buying the RB67 Pro SD over the RZ67 Pro 2, one of the things that really tied me over to purchasing this instead of the RB is the fact that we have the 110mm f2.8 Sequel Z lens. The reason why I purchased this over the RB is specifically for this lens because it opens up to 2.8, whereas most of the KL and RB lenses only open up to 3.5 at its largest aperture. One of the things you have to account for when going with film cameras is the cost. So the cost of film for me to shoot with the RZ67 Pro 2, you got to think about things like covering film costs, like purchasing the roll itself. You got to think about scanning and developing at a film lab. If you're not going to do that yourself, can actually be quite costly. You also have to think about postage. If you think about that, it's actually really expensive to do shoots, right? So it works out to be about $4.30 per shot for me. For each shoot, I will probably use 4 to 5 rolls. So I guess if you look at it like an investment per shoot, then it is like worth it, but it is actually quite costly to shoot on film. That's one of the drawbacks that you're gonna have to deal with when deciding to shoot with a medium format camera or even a 35mm format camera. The final drawback for me would definitely be finding a film lab that I can trust to develop and scan my film at a professional grade. I'm currently shopping around for film labs, and the one I am currently sending my rolls to is Ikigai in Melbourne. I have tried some in Sydney and I have not had good results come back. Mainly, I think due to the fact that film is so popular now that the film labs are kind of rushing to make sure that orders are filled. But definitely sourcing a film lab that is going to provide consistent results and the quality that I want, that's definitely one drawback that I'll find. Drawbacks aside, I think that the Mamiya RZ67 Pro 2 is going to challenge me to improve my photography by slowing down the process, allowing me to focus more on lighting, direction, and composition. I'm so excited to be using this camera. It is an amazing camera to use for portrait shoots. I do have some BTS footage of a photo shoot that I'm going to put together and show you guys so you can see some of the shots that this beautiful camera can produce. So stay tuned for that, and I'll see you in the next one.